Hey guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? I'm currently filming this Saturday. I can't even tell you the time. At 1:45 in the morning. I just got home from a friend's house. We went over there to watch the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. I keep calling him Logan Paul. Doesn't matter. They're both annoying as frig. But, oh, what a train wreck that was, eh? Holy. Now, the first three fights were good. Mind you, the best fight of the night was not Logan Paul or Jake Paul or yeah, it was Jake Paul. I'll get it right one of these days, but it doesn't really matter because that wasn't the best fight. Honestly, the best fight of the night was the ladies. Like, they went all out. They were in it to kill each other pretty much. There was blood. There was also a couple of illegal headbutts, but hey, shit happens, right? You get into a clinch, and yeah, about that. The clinch they were doing, that around the neck thing, yeah, you got to watch it when you're doing that because you don't do that right, you're going to end up getting a headbutt. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know it happens to me all the time when we do our DUMOG in martial arts because our clinch is around the neck. And normally you clinch and you drive them into your arm and your shoulder so you can drive the knee up and crank them one. Yeah, I could tell these clinches were designed for BJJ and they're not boxing clinches. So obviously these two are MMA fighters that got into the ring. That showed in the clinching. It blew my mind tonight that we got the stress test Netflix servers. You guys watched the fight. Maybe it worked fine for you, but where I was at a friend's house, we lost connection to Netflix once. Had to like close and reopen the app and then it was fine. And then ended up watching the rest of the fight in 144p because we couldn't buffer enough data to go any higher. And when you're watching it on a 4K television, 144p looks pretty gnarly, which is funny, right? Like, remember we used to watch 720p and we thought that was crisp? And then now 720p on the current modern technology looks like hazy nonsense. Well, yeah, 144p, it was like watching a Nintendo game, all pixelated and shit. No bueno. But then that fight, man, that pissed me right off. Now, anybody can have their own opinion on what took place during that fight. To me, it felt like they were told, you have 16 minutes, just make it look good, make it look realistic, don't kill each other. We did all the hyping. Let's just give the audience what they came here for. You two in the ring boxing. I don't want any knockouts. Just you two scrap, make it look real. And in the end, it'll be worth it. You're getting a big payout. Because if you think about it, those front seats, yeah, apparently they were $2 million a piece. Sit front row at that event. Not to mention that the servers were taking a hammering, which means Netflix probably had more hits tonight on that fight than they've ever seen ever. Now, sure, I guess that's good for business. What's not good for business is having the main event sell out. And I don't mean sell out as in you sold every ticket in the house. I mean have them fake the fight just so you can get your money sell out. It felt like a scripted bullshit event. It was hard to watch, especially at 144p. And I know a lot of people who went out and renewed their Netflix just to watch this. And judging by the comments on Facebook, they're not happy. Not because Mike Tyson lost, but because it wasn't the fight they were expecting. They were like the women's match, they went all in. They were throwing mitts like crazy, punch, just feeding it to each other for the whole, like, it was nonstop. It was just pure action. Yeah, there was blood. Like I mentioned earlier, the headbutt busted the one girl's head open. I don't remember their names, but yeah, the only names I recognized were Mike Tyson and Logan, or Jake Paul. See, I did it again. Probably because I'm super tired. But I wanted to get this off my mind while it was still fresh. Because to me, it felt like this whole fight was memes generated by the audience about this fight, you know, showing that my whole life built me up to this, and it's a picture of Glass Joe and Mike Tyson from Nintendo's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You know, then there was the video of Mike Tyson coming off the weigh scale after weighing in and slapping Jake Paul in the face. And Jake Paul being like, that didn't even hurt. That didn't even hurt. You know, there was all the talk on just different like TikTok of Mike Tyson training, TikTok of Logan Paul, Jake Paul training. All these different TikToks to build hype. Everybody rushes out and they know, okay, you know what? If we want to watch this, we got to have Netflix. Renew the Netflix for 1 month and we'll watch the fight. Let's watch the fight. Hey? Yeah, let's watch the fight. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Mike Tyson's going to rip his face off. Look at the training videos. He's like pushing his coach around and stuff. And he got into the ring and I'm watching him throw those jabs. And I'm like, is he pulling rangefinders? Because normally in boxing, when you throw your jab, you throw it, but it's literally to see if you can connect. Like if you have some depth perception problems, you throw the jab, throw the jab, throw the jab, throw the jab. And if it connects, it's boom, boom. Like you do the double strike if it connects. If it doesn't connect, you're at a range. You have two options. Either move in, try the jab again. If it connects, that's your laser pointer like on a gun. Once the red dots on the target, pull the trigger, you're good to go. So you use your jab, boosh, 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 boosh. It connects, boom, boom, and then you come in with the hook or whatever you want. But it literally felt like when they're throwing that jab, they're coming in and they're just coming out to here. They weren't doing the range finding. They were just kind of pulling it. Now, there was one point where Jake Paul did connect with Mike pretty good. Like he got him with a wild hook, potentially a haymaker, and it looked like it dazed Mike. And then there was a couple rib shots that looked like it kind of hurt him. But then after that, it felt like I was watching two grown men play patty cake for 6 rounds, just buying time for the match to be over so they can get their paycheck. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, what are your thoughts on this? Did you watch the fight? Do you think it was real? Did you think it was rigged? Do you think it's a money cash grab? Who knows? Is it going to be like, at the end, they asked, hey, Mike, so you're going to do this again? And he's like, I don't know. We'll see. You think there's going to be a rematch in the future to see if people will come back to Netflix, buy another account just to watch this again and be thoroughly disappointed? Or do you think they're like, yeah, we did it. We proved that we can get them to come back and watch two well-known people, the YouTube sensation and the boxing world sensation, get into the ring and play patty cake for 16 minutes? You let me know. Because honestly, I am really, really, really freaking upset about that fight. That was not what I was expecting. Was I expecting Mike to come out and really lay the beats to him? Yeah, honestly, yeah. I was even 58 years old. You know what? It's not like he only fought a couple fights. He fought 55, or he got 50 KOs, 55 bouts. 40 of those were, he got 50 wins. 40 of those were KOs, and 22 of those were KOs in the first round. He ain't no amateur. I don't care how old you are. Knowledge like that, experience like that doesn't fade. You see openings. You always see the openings. No matter how old you are, you always see the opening. And if you want it hard enough, you're going to take it. Because I did see a couple times where Mike moved in and he was about to go for that straight up haymaker. And he just kind of, he got back and he started bobbing and weaving. Oh, no. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's wide open. Like 60% of the match, there's Jake, not hands up here. He's got his hands down on his sides and he's like wide open, not even trying. I love people who fight like that when they keep their hands down, because that just makes it easy. When I got my hands up, I see your hands go down. Guess what? You're wide open now. I can come in, fake you out to hopefully get you to move your arms. And then the moment you do, you got an opening and I can come in low. I can come in high. And Mike Tyson knows this. He's a professional. He was a professional. He's been out of the game for a bit, but battle tactics like that don't just leave you. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the fight. If you watched it, if you didn't watch it, I wouldn't bother. It wasn't that great. Kind of upsetting. The women's fight was probably the best one out there. By far the best match. So let me know what you thought if you watched it. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.